Alright, what's going on guys? It's Epoxy, and today we're going over all the new confirmed weapons in Cyberpunk 2077. This is a follow-up to my previous all-confirmed weapons video that you were all very supportive of, so I figured now that we have gotten a load of new gameplay and screenshots from Night City Wire Episode 1, we would dig through it all and find everything that is new or that we have more information on. I think there's probably more than you might expect. So let's go ahead and take another deep dive into Cyberpunk 2077. Number 1, Katana. You all were very upset with me that I didn't include this in the previous video, but I personally wanted to wait until we had some in-game evidence of it existing, which, by the way, we already had. I honestly don't even want to know how many times I watched over that section of the footage and didn't notice it. However, even better, we also got a new screenshot of a more stylish take on a katana, if that's what you want to call this. So for those of you that were worried about me not including it in the previous video, yes, a variety of katanas will be in the game. Neither of these look like a mono katana, so you can expect that in the full game as well. Number 2, Crusher. This is a weapon that was originally featured in the Cyberpunk 2077 teaser trailer in 2013, but we hadn't seen it again until now.
It's just a matter of time, motherfucker!
I had actually mentioned this weapon in my all semi-confirmed weapons video back in February. The Militech Crusher is a family of stockless short barrel weapons, aka pistol-sized shotguns, developed by the Militech Corporation. The original Crusher is a 20 gauge in Cyberpunk 2020. But the model featured in Cyberpunk 2077 is a 12 gauge variant. Number 3, Budget Arms Shotgun. While we don't have much information on this newly revealed shotgun, we know it's manufactured by Budget Arms, which by the looks of this weapon, they definitely are weapons made on a budget. It also seems from the gameplay that this is going to be a very close quarter shotgun and will not have the range of something like the Crusher, as it looks to have a massive spread and a short range from the visible pellets. But up close, it seems to blow your enemies apart. Number 4, Unknown Sniper Rifle. Going back to the screenshot that featured both the katana and budget arm shotgun, if we zoom in on the character to the far right, we can see another new weapon. At first, I thought this was a shotgun, but some new images released by CD Projekt Red have me thinking this is the first in-game look at a sniper rifle. I primarily say that due to the stock and weird-looking scope. We have no further details on it. In fact, this might not even be a sniper. All we know for sure, this is a new weapon we haven't seen before. We've seen one before in the concept art, and we know that sniper rifles have their own skill tree, so they're going to play a prominent role in the game. So it's kind of odd that we haven't really seen any. That right there is what makes me think that there's a lot more weapons in this game than we know about. Which, by the way, they claimed that all the gameplay that we saw was from the prologue of the game. That statement right there confuses the heck out of me. Number 5, Baseball Bat. In the hands of members of the Mox, I think we all knew this one was a given, but seeing it confirmed as one of the many melee weapons in Cyberpunk 2077 is comforting, as the game won't be all bullet blocking moto katanas. So yes, you can beat someone with a baseball bat as if you're Ray Donovan in a cyberpunk world. I think melee is going to be pretty fun in this game. Even if some of you think it looks pretty janky, I think it's still going to be fun to beat the shit out of people. Number 6, Police Baton. We got to see this weapon in action for the first time in the latest gameplay trailer for Cyberpunk 2077, where we got to see a good look at a handful of corrupt NCPD officers, which is to be expected in Night City. One of the officers is seen pulling out the baton, while another walks into the scene and smacks V in the face with one. Now that's just rude. Number 7, Tsunami Arms Pistol. This is our very first look at a Tsunami Arms weapon in Cyberpunk 2077. Tsunami Arms is one of the 4 biggest weapon manufacturers located in Osaka, Japan, and they have a lot of interesting lore, so it'll be interesting to see how they blend in with the rest of Night City. Number 8, DARRA-POLYTECHNIC Fully Automatic Shotgun. We only got to see this weapon in action for a brief moment, but in that brief moment, we saw it shredding through enemies. I tried my best to make out what it says on the gun, and I'm happy to confirm I've figured it out. This is one of the very first DARRA-POLYTECHNIC weapons confirmed for the game. There's only one weapon in all the source material by that manufacturer, that being the DARRA-POLYTECHNIC M9 assault rifle. This is not an assault rifle, and I'm saying that based off the visual effects. It seems to most definitely be a fully automatic shotgun. But we don't know anything about DARRA-POLYTECHNIC. There's no detailed information on them, so this will be a pretty unknown manufacturer going into the game. And as a little teaser, this isn't the only DARRA-POLYTECHNIC weapon that was revealed in the new gameplay. Number 9. KUKRI. A KUKRI is a type of machete originating from the Indian subcontinent and is quite popular. It was featured in the source material for Cyberpunk and looks to be making an appearance in Cyberpunk 2077. We got a glimpse of it in a sheath in both the trailer and in one of the official screenshots. It's looking like there will be a wide variety of bladed melee weapons in the game alongside the blunt weapons, so I'll probably be doing a full-blown melee playthrough sometime after launch. Number 10. High-tech assault rifle. We caught a few second glimpse at this new weapon in a boss fight scene in the new trailer, and it looks quite interesting. It made me think of Elysium at first, as it just looks like high-tech parts slapped onto a more basic weapon, rather than it all being a part of the weapon itself. So we don't really know anything beyond it looking cool. I think that's the case for a lot of the weapons in this game. Number 11. Micro-missile launcher, aka this is our first look at the micro-missile launcher cyber weapon that will be featured in Cyberpunk 2077. And it looks awesome. We know that there will be a decent amount of cyber weapons other than just this and the Arasaka Mantis blades. So these cyber weapons will offer a load of versatility in certain situations, and I'm sure they will be a load of fun and add a good amount of depth outside of just the typical weapons. Number 12. DARRA-POLYTECHNIC REVOLVER. At first glance, I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was the Crusher. It most certainly is not. In fact, it's actually a revolver shotgun. Say hello to the second ever revealed DARRA-POLYTECHNIC weapon for Cyberpunk 2077. Like I said earlier, DARRA-POLYTECHNIC is almost non-existent in current Cyberpunk lore, yet they seem to have a high level of prominence in the game with already 2 weapons confirmed by them. We know practically nothing about them, so it should be interesting to see if we get much info in the game itself. Number 13. Constitutional Arms Unity. While we only see this weapon for a brief moment in the hands of a Gangoon, we discovered its name through a brief loot menu that popped up when hovering over the body. Alongside it, we also see the name for the FGX Frag Grenade Mark I, which is the frag grenade we mentioned in the previous video, and a X22 Flashbang Grenade Mark I, which is more of a utility than a weapon, which is why I'm not listing it separately in this video. Number 14. Double Barrel Shotgun. CD Projekt Red released 2 new in-game screenshots that show off a double barrel shotgun, but they seem to be drastically different in looks. First of which looks like the run-of-the-mill double-barrel shotgun that you would come to expect. There is no visible branding on it, so we don't know much. The second is our first look at a Rostovic-manufactured weapon in Cyberpunk 2077. Rostovic is a Russian corporation originally based in the Soviet Union of the Cyberpunk 2020 universe. This double barrel looks to be very unique in comparison to the run-of-the-mill double barrel that we just took a look at, as it has additional plating, etchings, and other details. It also seems to be sawed off when compared to the previously mentioned variant. Whether this is just a very unique variant of a double barrel shotgun or a standalone weapon is unknown, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. I truly question whether they would add 2 double barrel shotguns to the game. And sadly, that is it for all the new weapons confirmed to be in Cyberpunk 2077. We did get a few updated looks at weapons we didn't know much about back when I created part 1, such as the number 3 unknown revolver, which we now know is manufactured by Malorian Arms. We also got a detailed look at number 12 unknown rifle 2, which we got the name Genesis 1924 during the uncut gameplay. I'd assume that's just the name of a unique variant though, so that doesn't mean much to us. However, we did get to see the gun being used by the player themselves. So, with the 2 lists combined, that leaves us with 36 weapons confirmed without a doubt so far for Cyberpunk 2077. I'm sure there are many more yet to be seen, as we haven't even seen a solid look at sniper rifles. So there has to be a good amount of weapons that we've never even seen before. So when we do see more, I'll be sure to update this list once again. But that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please smack that like button down below, subscribe, join the good fight if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon to stay updated in all of my future videos. It'd be super greatly appreciated as always. And until next time, this is Epoxy, signing off.